Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and today I'm gonna teach you guys on how to make a research. Well, the first thing first, to do research you need to have a set of questionnaire, and just prepare your file in your computer and you name the file as marketing research, and you have to prepare a questionnaire, and this is the set of the questionnaire that I've taken from other sources. And remember, when you take the questionnaire you have to quote or put a reference of those who make the questionnaire. And my questionnaire, it's compulsory for you guys to have a demographic. Why do we need to know the demographic? Because we need to know the people who is answering for the questionnaire. So this is the sample of the questionnaire, and the demographic is based on your preferences. But the essential and most important thing in demographic, normally people will have gender, age, marital status, race, occupation, education level, and monthly income. Again, it depends on the types of survey that you're doing, and you need to have a dependent and independent variable. Sorry, you just need to have a variables here. And for my for my survey, I have four types of variable, which is customer satisfaction, which is explain about the performance of the fashion brand into social media. And you need to have social media activity, content of social media interactivity. And after we have done preparing the questionnaire, then we can import it into Google survey form. You have prepared the questionnaire set by using the Google document. Sorry, by using the Microsoft Word. You just need to log on to www.documents.google.com. Here in the Google Doc, there's a lot of features that you can do. For example, Google Form, Google Document, Google Drive, and there's a lot of things that you can explore later. Now, to do this survey, to do the survey form, you just need to click on the blank. Okay, so there's a lot of features here. This is the untitled form. The untitled form normally will be your title of your survey. So this will be the numbers of responses. This is the customized theme, which you can change the color. This is the preview, which you have done during the structuring the survey. You can take a look at the preview, and this will be the setting. So, and this is the example of my survey. The title of my survey is The Impact of Social Media Networking on Customer Satisfaction, a study on online fashion store. And this will be the description about my my research. And this will be the number of responses that I've collected their data from. And this is the example of the set of questionnaire. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I've told you guys to make sure to prepare first the questionnaire so you can easily copy and paste into Google survey form. So now let us try. So for example, this will be the title. So I just will be copy and paste. I'm gonna teach you guys how. Oops. So this will be the title and the description of your research. So this will explain about yourself and what you're going to do, briefly detail. Okay, now I'm going to explain to you about the section, the features that the Google Survey form have, which is add question, add title and description, like this one. You can add image, or you can add link from video on YouTube or wherever, and you can add section. The section is like a pages in digital form. Now, we proceed to the first question that we like to ask is the demography. The demography will be about gender, age, so on. So we just copy and paste demography. And there. Okay. And you type male and add another. Yes, this is the best features of Google Survey because it'll give you option. So you just need to click female. And take a look at the preview of your survey before you disseminate the survey. Tara. So this will be your title and this will be your information. So just do it until you have done until the end of the part. So if you want to proceed with the next session, you just click add section. Normally for the add session, it's the time for we to ask about the variable. So I'm just gonna delete this as well. Okay, so this is the first question, our first variable. Just copy and paste. Now I know that you guys might be asking how I do this scale. 1 is strongly disagree and number 5 is strongly disagree. Simple, you just go to add question and you will see the choices here. So currently I'm using the multiple choice, but you can change into a linear scale. So you just need to label. Number 1 is strongly disagree, and number 5 is strongly agree. So the question will be, you just copy and paste. For example, this one. Tara. So don't forget to add the description of your variable so people can know. So basically a customer satisfaction is about perception and blah blah blah. So just copy and paste here. Alright, so you do it until the end. So this is the sample. Oh, don't forget to preview. Oh, yep, that's it. So number 1 is strongly disagree, and number 5 is strongly agree. And you do it until the end, and ta-da, it will become like this. So if you want to add a video or any images, you just click on the features here. This will be add question, add title and description, add image, add video, and add section. So that's it. So once you have done, you just need to send. Yeah, just copy this link and give it to your respondent to answer your survey. And once you have done, it will become like this. I'll click the preview. Ta-da. This is the survey forms that I did. Next, you just need to answer everything, and that's it. You're done. Alright, once you have done collecting the data, collecting the surveys from the respondents, you just go back to Google survey form to extract the data from the Google survey. So because we need to extract the data so we can process the data by using the SPSS. But how can we do that? Just go to the Google survey, click at the responses. You'll see 2 options. The first option is you use the Google Excel, and the second option you can download. So I prefer you guys to download the responses, so it'll be easier. So once we have downloaded, if you can take a look at the data that I've collected, it becomes messed up. You know, there's a lot of alphabetical and numerical, so we don't want that. So what the next thing that you need to do is to clean up the data into a simpler form that SPSS or even human can understand. How do we do that? Which is we converted everything into a numerical form, which is we convert it into numbers. Now, if you take a look back at your responses, each of the section of each of the question has a label. This label will be useful for you for the process. This label will be useful for you to clean up the Excel. So you can see here PD1, PD2, and PD3, which is personal detail 1 is gender and personal detail 2 is what age. So now we need to clean all the data, number 1, number 2, and number 3. Here in Excel, you doesn't need to put everything 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 until the end. It'll take a lot of time. So you just need to drag until the end, until you should be at the end of the part. And you see there's a small option here. Just click at the option and fill series. So Excel will automatically convert the time span into numbers. So 102 means the numbers of respondents that I've collected. the surveys from. So the gender we change into PD1. So this is the label just now, the label about gender, we change it into PD1. So here you'll find the difficulty of changing female and male, these multiple options, into a number. The easiest way for you to do that is just click at PD1 and you can just sort and filter the alphabet from A to Z, so it'll be easier for you. So the female will come first based on the alphabetical order. So just change female. Female will become the option number 2 in the question A. Will become option number 2 in the question A, and change female, make it female become number 2 option. So repeat the previous step, just drag until the end, and ta-da! Oh, it doesn't work. It's working now. So PD1, the female will become number 2, and male will become number 1, because men will always be number 1. No, I'm just joking. So you just drag until the end, and yep, it's done. So do it until the end. Do it for all the set of questionnaires and variables. So because we don't want to see this messy alphabets, messy phrases, frequently, homework, WhatsApp, we don't want. So it's easier for you guys to change it into numbers so that SPSS can easily process the data. So once you have converted, once you have cleaned up all the data will be into number, it will become like this. So this is all in numerical form. It will be easily for you to understand. You have done cleaning all the data from the Microsoft Excel. You just need to open your SPSS. So once you open your SPSS, there will be a 2 category. Number 1 is a variable view, and number 2 is a data view. The variable view means that you have to transfer all the variable from the questionnaire into this section. In this section, there's a name, type, with decimal, label, values, missing, column, align, measure, and row. But we just need to focus on 2 things only, which is the name of the variable from the questionnaire and the values of the variable. Okay, now we're gonna start it. You just type GNDERSSS. This is actually my first variable from the questionnaire. Once you have done, you just click tab, and it will automatically do it for you. And we proceed to the values. We just click here, we add value 1 and label it as male, because previously in Microsoft Excel we put 1 as male. So you guys need to follow based on the Microsoft Excel that you have cleaned before. So you just click add and 2 label as female, and then you click add, and then you click OK, then you're done. And we proceed with the next variable, which is age, or maybe we can change it to marital status. Marital status, and then you click tab. Oops, sorry, marital. We just use marital, and then go to the values. 1 label as married, add, and 2 label as maybe not married. Well, it all depends on the questionnaire that you guys have prepared before. You can just follow exactly the same. Not married, add, and then you click OK. After you've done putting all the variables into the variable view, you can proceed to the data view. So this is the example of the variable view for my research. I have a case, gender, age, race, occupation, education. You can either use a short form or you can use the label that you have in the questionnaire. It'll be easier for you. But in my case, I'll prefer to use the full name, so it'll be easier for me to understand. But then it can be adjusted later. Then you go to proceed data view. Once you have done with the variable view, this is the data view that you will see. Basically, there won't be any number here except for the variable that you have put in the variable view, case, gender, age, and so on. Now what I want you guys to do is go to Excel, just copy everything from A to Z. This is the data that you have cleaned before, because you have converted from alphabetical into a numerical form. You just copy and paste it into SPSS data view. Once you have pasted it, it'll become like this. Okay. Doing the data view, now we need to see the results. Okay, so how do you do that? Just click at analyze and go to descriptive statistic, click on frequencies, and then now we are focusing on the first thing, which is the demography. I'm just gonna put everything back because this is the sample that I did earlier. So I'll put everything back. So how you do put inside the variable is you just click the first variable, shift, and until education. So these are the category for demography. Once you have done clicking everything, and then you just transfer into variable. Go to statistic, click quartile, click variance, and continue. Chart, format, and style, and other option bootstrap. It doesn't need to touch anything. You just go to statistic and then you click OK. Once you have clicked OK, and this will be the result for demographic. This will be the general result, and this will be the result focusing on each category. For example, now is gender. Based on the frequency, we can know that 65 respondents are male and 37 respondents are female, which means that 63.7% of male answered this question. And if you can take a look at the age category, we can see that most of the respondents age from 21 to 30 years old, and it has 75.5%, and the least are those respondents aged from 41 until 50 and 51 above. If you can see at the frequency is only 2. Now the next step is you have to repeat for each and every variable and convert it into frequency table, so you can know exactly the data that you want to find. After that, you can take everything, you copy everything here, and you put it inside your report. Alright, the next step is how do you find Cronbach alpha? It's the same process like previously, which is you just need to go to analyze, go to scale, click on reliability analysis. Okay, but instead of transferring the demography into this place, you need to transfer a variable. So in this case I have transferred the variables into items, and then you just need to click statistic, click on item, click on correlation, click on scale if item deleted, click on variances, and ANOVA table is set to none. Then you click continue, and you will get the result for Cronbach alpha. If you can see, my Cronbach alpha is 0.959, which is approaching to 1.00, means that I can proceed with my research, as my research is reliable. I have found the Cronbach alpha. Now it's the step to find KMO. Basically, there is using the same step as before, because we are just using the analyze section. To find the KMO, you just click to analyze, go to dimension reduction, click on factor, and like before, we need to transfer all the variables into variable columns. Shift. Okay. transfer variable into variable columns. Then go to descriptive. In the descriptive, you click on initial solution, click on coefficient, click on significant level, and click on KMO. Click continue, OK, and you will get the result for KMO. Click on KMO and balance, and this will be your result. And make sure that your significant is 0, 0, 0, and our KMO is 0.920, which is okay.